A long-lost legend tells of a goddess who once descended from the heavens, drawn by the purity of humankind. She lived among mortals, bore 2 sons, and then returned to her celestial abode. But her children were monstrous. Ilamala Chatan was bound to the deep forests, his brother Gadi Devan cursed to a realm beneath the earth. Their mother's departure left behind a power that would both protect and haunt the mortal world. In the village of Kanni Rangat, this legend was no mere tale. Its ruler, Thupan, ruled with greed and cruelty. Only his wife, Nangakuti, showed compassion. She cared for Chokan, a frail orphan who secretly befriended Ilamala Chatan in the forest. Chokan offered mangoes. Chatan returned precious gems. A fragile, beautiful bond grew between boy and demon. One afternoon, Chokan crossed paths with Thupan's family. The headman's rage flared, but Nangakuti offered the boy food, defying her husband. When she mentioned Chatan, Chokan startled her by insisting the demon would never harm him. Fear flickered across his face before he fled into the forest. Later, Thupan discovered his wife had eaten fruit touched by the orphan. Consumed with fury, he struck Chokan dead by the family pond. Only the trees and river bore witness. Chokan's death reached Ilamala Chatan, who felt his only friend perish. In grief, the demon cursed Kanni Rangat. Crops failed, villagers wasted away, and even Thupan's body rotted under the curse. Desperate, Thupan turned to the subterranean brother, Gadi Devan. On a lunar eclipse, he performed a forbidden ritual. The grotesque demon appeared, promising salvation for a price, the sacrifice of Thupan's firstborn. Thupan betrayed Nangakuti, offering their son. Gadi Devan devoured the child, and the curse lifted. Nangakuti, broken, took her own life. The family's survival was now chained to the demon, a debt that would demand blood again. The story moves forward, introducing Kumari. Orphaned, she and her brother Jai lived with relatives. A marriage proposal arrived from the Kanni Rangat family for their younger son, Dhruv. The head of the family, Dhruv's uncle, was famed as a sorcerer who cured snake venom. The household also included Dhruv's elder brother, Achyutam, and his wife. The family rejoiced, but Jai objected. He warned Kumari the land was cursed, ruled by a cruel uncle, and that Dhruv was unstable. Still, Kumari accepted, not wishing to burden her kin. Soon after the wedding, a woman stopped them on the road, warning Kumari never to enter Kanni Rangat. Dhruv's uncle dismissed her words, but unease settled in Kumari's heart. In the village, she saw that Dhruv, withdrawn and meditated, kept to himself. Each night, his uncle vanished into the family temple for secret worship. Exploring, Kumari wandered near the Ilamala forest and glimpsed a shadow beckoning her. Her sister-in-law pulled her back, warning that no one dared enter the woods, home to the demon Chatan. She recounted the legend, but Kumari dismissed it as superstition. That night, Kumari dreamed of a woman cradling a bloodied child, calling her name. She awoke shaken, only to find Dhruv awake as well. He gave her a stone, promising it would ward off nightmares. Outside, unrest spread. The family demanded grain from farmers while ignoring their suffering. When villagers protested ruined crops, Achyutam and his uncle lashed out. Dhruv defended his kin, but his uncle spat that he was not one of them. Later, Kumari asked why he was treated so cruelly. Dhruv revealed his shameful past. Beaten as a child, he had once set his master ablaze. Branded insane, he lived in the shadow of his brother. Kumari comforted him, vowing never to leave, but her nightmares persisted. Drawn once more to the forest, she encountered a tribal woman, a devotee of Ilamala Chatan. The woman told Kumari the village had awaited her for centuries. She warned Kumari she was with child and that her own family would try to kill the baby. Terrified, Kumari fled, collapsing at the edge of the forest. A healer confirmed the truth. Kumari was pregnant. Dhruv rejoiced, believing the child would bring him honor and finally make him chief. His uncle declared Achyutam would be replaced. Dhruv's pride grew. One night, Kumari awoke to find Dhruv mutilated, smiling with only 3 fingers. He whispered he now resembled Gadi Devan, the god he served. Horrified, Kumari watched as Achyutam confronted him. In the struggle, Achyutam fled and, consumed with jealousy, sought Chatan's power, but the demon killed him. Kumari's sister-in-law finally revealed the family's buried truth. She had never borne children, knowing the fate of the firstborn. Long ago, Thupan had sacrificed his own son to Gadi Devan, chaining the family to the demon's hunger. Thupan still lived, skeletal and rotting, hidden in an upstairs chamber. Gadi Devan, she whispered, was once again hungry. Kumari's unborn child was the next offering. Before Kumari could act, the headman overheard. He had the sister-in-law murdered, silencing her forever. Alone and terrified, Kumari remembered the woman in the forest. That night, she crept into the Ilamala woods. The tribal woman awaited her, handing her a book of mantras and leading her into the cavern of Ilamala Chatan. There, a vast shadow emerged, dark, colossal, and terrible. The demon's hand pressed gently against her belly. He vowed to guard her child. He gave her a talisman and commanded her to bury it beneath her home. Soon, Chatan's curse returned to Kanni Rangat. Villagers fell ill, fields blackened, and panic spread. Dhruv seized the moment. Drunk on ambition, he declared himself chief, vowing to protect the village. The desperate bowed to him. The curse deepened. Snakes emerged from the Ilamala forest, killing Dhruv's uncle. With his rivals gone, Dhruv raged unchecked. He accused a farmer of invoking the curse and beat him mercilessly. The man cried that it was the tribals, worshippers of Chatan, who unleashed the wrath. Consumed by madness, Dhruv descended to confront the withered Thupan. He boasted that he would kill Chatan himself. The old man rasped a warning, "Wait until the lunar eclipse." But Dhruv, blinded by pride, ignored him. He led the villagers to the tribal settlement. An old woman mocked his bravado, warning that Chatan would come for him first. As she spoke, a roar thundered from the caves. The god stirred. Terrified, the villagers fled. Back home, Dhruv turned on Kumari. He swore he would sacrifice not only the child, but her as well. Locking her in, he kept her captive through her pregnancy. Months passed in silence. At last, Kumari's brother, Jai, arrived. She told him everything. He confronted Dhruv, but the new master of black magic struck him dead without hesitation. Broken, Kumari turned to Thupan. The skeletal man begged forgiveness and revealed her visions were guided by Nanga Kuti's spirit. Chatan, he insisted, sought not her child's death, but vengeance on the family. He told her where the true idol of the goddess lay hidden. With it, she alone might survive the coming clash between Chatan and Gadi Devan on the night of the eclipse. The night of the lunar eclipse arrived. Kumari gave birth to a son. Dhruv, feverish with zeal, seized the child and descended into the temple's hidden chamber. He cut his palms, blood dripping into the abyss. From the depths rose Gadi Devan, grotesque and monstrous, his 3 fingers reaching for the sacrifice. Dhruv, ecstatic, placed the infant before him. But a roar split the forest. From the Ilamala cave surged Ilamala Chatan, a black, towering shadow. He struck the chamber with divine force, confronting his brother. The battle shook the earth. Chatan and Gadi Devan tore into each other, darkness against darkness, their howls rattling the skies. In the chaos, Kumari seized her strength. She snatched her child from the altar, shielding him against the storm. Dhruv lunged to reclaim the boy, chanting invocations, his eyes burning with madness. He raised the dagger to complete the sacrifice. But Kumari struck first. With one desperate thrust, she drove the blade into his chest. Dhruv collapsed, lifeless, the curse's grip shattered. The 2 demons crashed back into the abyss. For a breathless moment, all was still. Then Chatan emerged victorious, clutching the severed hand of his brother. Gadi Devan was no more. The curse lifted from Kanni Rangat, fields revived, sickness fled, and peace returned. Kumari, the woman who had defied demons and men, was named the new village chief. Her first act was to free the laborers and share the harvest. Years later, her young son played in the fields. A ghostly figure appeared, Chokan, the orphan who once befriended a demon. He beckoned the child toward the forest. This time, there was no fear. A new peaceful bond was sealed between humankind and the divine.